She sits across from you, head tilted, eyes sharp as obsidian. The conversation is normal, about work, friends, the day. But then, you ask a question. Not just any question. The wrong kind of question. It's not loud. It's not rude. It's soft like water, but cuts like acid. Why do you believe that? And the room grows cold. She shifts, smiles shrink. Defenses rise, because you asked a dangerous question. A question born thousands of years ago. A question that unravels illusions. A question that Socrates made infamous. We live in a time where silence feels like death, where not having an immediate answer is mistaken for weakness. But Socrates, the man condemned for corrupting the youth, didn't believe in answers. He believed in questions that cut. Questions that force people, especially the comfortable, to meet the mirror and flinch. The unexamined life is not worth living. Sounds poetic until it's thrown in your face. Until someone dares to question your morals, your career, your feminism, your trauma, your identity. And here's the trick. The one that modern women, and let's be honest, most people, instinctively hate. Socrates didn't give answers. He only asked. He made you undress your beliefs. And then he watched. Today, we're addicted to being right. There's a system, an algorithm, a feed designed to insulate us from doubt. We hear what we want to hear. We follow people who agree. We post things just clever enough to smell like truth, and just vague enough to dodge accountability. You know it, you've done it, so have I. In this world, a Socratic question feels like an attack. When someone asks, "Why do you think motherhood is oppressive? Is it your belief or someone else's pain you inherited? Or, is your ambition really your own or a reaction to men's failures? Or, who told you you were broken, and why did you believe them?" These aren't insults. They're lanterns. But when the world teaches you to armor up with narratives, those lanterns feel like darts, because deep down, in the basement of the mind, there's a terrified whisper. What if I don't know who I am without these thoughts? Carl Jung called it the shadow, the repressed self, the parts of us we exile to survive. In many modern women, raised between two competing empires, traditional submission and corporate empowerment, that shadow is huge. One side says, be still, be beautiful, be accommodating. The other says, crush, conquer, achieve. Neither says, be whole. Neither says, meet the chaos within you frankly, without judgment. So when Socrates, or someone invoking his spirit, asks you to unravel your truths, you're not just defending an opinion. You're defending the intricate scaffolding you built to survive. Because when someone says, "Why do you believe love is weakness?" it's not about logic. It's about memory, the ex, the father, the betrayal. It's about betrayal and the armor you built from the wreckage. And somewhere in all that noise, Socrates is smiling. Because you didn't answer him with reason. You answered him with your soul. Exactly what he intended. Let's be stark. We live in an age of performance. Your suffering? Monetizable. Your feminism? Aesthetic. Your self-discovery? A carousel post. Everything real is turned into content. Everything sacred into product. But Socratic questioning? That can't be marketed. It's not sexy. It's not digestible. It's war. Spiritual war. Because this question, why do you believe what you believe? It spits in the face of every brand identity you trap yourself in. It won't help you go viral. It might make you cry. It might make you break up. It might make you stop lying to yourself. And that's why women, modern, powerful, brilliant women, sometimes hate this ancient trick, because it threatens the identity you bled for. Here's the deeper cut. Everyone's walking around hypnotized. Not by media, not by men, not by systems. No, We are hypnotized by the stories we tell ourselves, and no story is harder to let go of than the one that says, I already understand myself. But what if you don't? What if your rage isn't clarity, but cover? What if your independence is strength, but also fear? What if your certainty is a cage, forged by someone else's trauma? Socrates didn't claim to know the answers. He just kept cutting through the masks. And here's his deepest trick. He made you think it was you unmasking yourself. That's power, not control, not seduction, not tyranny, but honest curiosity that turns your mental fortress into ruins. And then from the rubble, you see sky for the first time. Now, I'm not Socrates, but I am asking, deeply, intimately, for you to consider something. What if most of what you believe about yourself is borrowed? What if you're still acting out the pain of your mother, the wounds of your sisterhood, the approval of your favorite influencer? What if you are a collage, but underneath all the pieces, you are a cathedral, waiting to be revealed? Are you brave enough to burn the script? It starts small. Don't argue next time someone challenges your beliefs. Ask yourself, where did this thought come from? Who have I never questioned? Reflect, don't react. Listen to your defensiveness. It's not weakness, it's a compass. And then, start asking other Socratic questions. With love, with persistence. Watch how they flinch. Watch how you want to flinch. That's where the gold is. The truth is not warm. It doesn't hug you. It doesn't tell you what you want to hear. The truth is a blade, gentle but unstoppable. And yes, many people, especially women who've had to fight for every inch of autonomy, can feel betrayed by this ancient trick, because it doesn't congratulate them. It doesn't validate the narrative. It destroys the narrative, but only so a better one can rise. And that's the magic. That's the work. So tonight, before you scroll again, stop, sit, turn inward, ask, which of my beliefs are smoke? Which ones are stone? And from that place of fierce honesty, begin again. They don't hate the trick because it's cruel. They hate it because it's sacred. Because deep down, we all know, Socrates didn't come to tear us down. He came to wake us up. Question everything, especially yourself. Subscribe. Share this with someone who's ready to wake up.